Hello everybody. I've made a lot of cakes over the years, but lately I've been thinking about how cool it would be to make one into a real thing, like a real item. So today I'm taking one of my cake designs and I'm making it into a real, fully functional, 3D printed cake dice tower. While this seems pretty easy in my head, I'm not an expert at 3D printing, but I do have some ideas on how to get the different colors and layers, and I'm really excited to show you this, so let's get going. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I want a 3-tier cake so that there's height for the dice to roll down. I also want exposed cake layers so I can print this in chocolate or vanilla with thick layers of buttercream frosting in between. And also an icing drip might be pretty cute. Oh yes, I also need some frosting swirls and a big birthday candle on the top. And then this is where the dice are gonna come spilling out, right here. You have to use your imagination, okay? I'm also not an expert in drawing. For the color palettes, I'm thinking a cotton candy theme would be really cute with like a bright pink and some different shades of teal. And then I found this one, it looks like the color of cake. I also have a second idea. So I was thinking like a really black chocolate cake with chocolate filling and then maybe some red blood dripping down. I think that would be really cool, like a vampire goth theme. But let's start with the cotton candy first. Maybe by the end of the video, I'll be able to I'll show one of these too, if I can get it done. To know if my cotton candy color palette works, I really need to try it out on real cake. Don't worry, I can do this really fast. Do you know what the hardest part of this has been? It's that I can't go wild with the decorations on this cake. I really want to just cover this thing in sprinkles and different colored frosting swirls, but because this is inspiration for a 3D print, I really have to limit the colors and just keep it simple. And that is so difficult for me. A question I get a lot lately is, what do I do with the cakes? Well, the cakes and cookies either get eaten by my family or given away. This cake I'm making is actually a gift for someone, and now that I'm finished, I actually have to say goodbye to it right now. Feeling very inspired by it. I love the color palette. I think it's beautiful and I cannot wait to turn this into a real life dice tower. And don't worry, I got lots of photos and videos, so we will still be able to compare it later on. Okay, now that the cake for inspiration is complete, the next step is to create an STL file. You can create your own STL file in Tinkercad, but if you are like me and you do not have that skill, you may need to hire someone. You can find someone on Upwork to help you, but for me, we have a really amazing designer who he helped us create this really amazing water tower, dice tower a couple years ago, and he has agreed to help me with the cake dice tower, and so I am very thankful for that. And here is what we have come up with. Okay, here are all the files. I know it seems like a lot, but since this is a larger print, we decided to break up the colors into separate files so that I can just print each color separately. I know you can print multiple colors with a 3D printer, but by splitting it up like this, I can print it much faster and there's less waste. All right, let's get this printed. Okay, here it is. Oh, they look so good, so shiny. This is a silk filament. Oh, it looks so good, I love it. I love that color, it's like bubblegum. Okay. Oh, it's starting to get hot in my garage now in the summer in Seattle. It's not too bad, but still a little bit hot in here. Okay, it's called a Mullen PLA Silk Basic, just in regular pink. So pretty. I love it. Here's something neat. So we created all these holes in each of the pieces so that later when I'm assembling it, I can just push a pin through everything and that will hold everything together. The pin looks like this. Also, the designer made this notch in all of the pieces so I can easily line them up and put them in the right spots. That was really nice. I like that. Okay, so technically, I can get the entire cake finished in about 7 hours. That's if I utilize a bunch of different printers all at the same time. So I'm still waiting on a couple more things to finish and then we can put this all together. Eek, I'm so excited. Okay, everything is finally printed. This is the last one, so let's put it all together. It's so cute. I love the way it turned out. It looks adorable. And then you can take off the top, and then that's where you drop the dice in. But the most important part is testing it. So let's try it out. Let's see if it actually works. Here we go. Yay, it works. All right, let's do a side-by-side of the cake and the cake dice tower. Did I actually get it close enough? I almost forgot to show you my goth vampire themed one. I did have a chance to finish it. So here it is. So when they're right next to each other, do you like the goth vampire theme or do you like the cotton candy theme? For me, I think I kind of like this one better, but I really love both of them. Okay, let's try it out one more time together. Yay, it worked. I will put a few of these in my Etsy shop if anyone would like to purchase one. It might make a cute birthday gift. I kind of want to turn all my cakes into functional dice towers now. Actually, I have one that I've been working on. It looks more like a wedding cake. It is so beautiful. I will put that one in my Etsy shop soon too. I might do a day in the life video where I show you the process of printing and then shipping out my orders. So if anyone would like to see that, just let me know. And if you made it all the way to the end of my video, thank you so much for sticking with me. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye, everybody.